All right, you may be seated. All right, juror number 8. I believe you're the foreperson, is that correct? You reached a verdict?
Yes.
Would you hand the verdict forms to Mr. Masich, please? Before I read the verdicts, I want to begin with asking the foreperson, during your deliberations and sequestrations, did all 12 jurors comply with my sequestration orders? Only deliberated when all 12 of you were together, had no conversations about your opinions or the verdicts or the nature of your deliberations at any time outside of your deliberations?
Correct.
Okay, and everybody agree with juror number 8's representations? If so, raise your hand. I see 11 hands in addition to the foreperson. Following, I'm going to ask each of you this individual question. Have you given proper deliberation to each charge and specification without concern about whether you would remain sequestered tonight if you did not reach a verdict? Juror number 1.
Yes.
Juror number 2. Juror number 3.
Yes.
Juror number 4.
Yes.
Juror number 5. Juror number 6.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 8. Juror number 9.
Yes.
Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 11.
Yes.
And juror number 12.
Yes.
Thank you. Beginning with verdict 1, form 1, verdict 1, aggravated murder regarding Angela Boggs. We, the jury, being duly paneled and sworn and affirmed to well and truly try and do deliverance make between the state of Ohio and the defendant Stanley O. Ford, do find the defendant guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment, on or about the 15th day of May 2017, dated this 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 1, that is the whether or not the defendant did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaged in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempt to kill 2 or more persons by him. Specification 1 to count 1, we, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons, dated this 21st day of September 2021, signed by all 12 jurors in ink. Specification 2 to count 1, we, the jury, further find that the defendant, Stanley O. Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed this 21st day of September 2021, dated today's date, and signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 1 regarding the prior calculation and design was not signed and left blank. Verdict form count 2, aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley O. Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder in the charge in the indictment occurring on the 15th day of May 2017, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 2, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find that Stanley O. Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons. We do so render our verdict on the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 2, we, the jury, further find that the defendant, Stanley O. Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 3, aggravated murder of Jared Boggs. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley O. Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder in a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Signed on the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 3, aggravated murder of Jared Boggs. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 3, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find that the defendant, Stanley 04, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 3, which was the prior calculation and design specification, in the alternative was left blank. Verdict form count 4, aggravated murder of Deja, Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley 04, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 4. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley 04, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 4. We, the jury, further find Stanley 04 did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 4. The prior calculation and design in the alternative was left blank and not filled out by the jury. Jury interrogatory specification 3 to count 4, aggravated murder of Deja, Huggins. If you find the defendant guilty of aggravated murder in count 4, you must answer the following interrogatory. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Deja Huggins was under the age of 13 years of age at the time of the offense? They have circled yes. It is signed in ink by all 12 jurors and dated the 21st day of September 2021. Specification 3 to count 4, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find that Stanley Ford did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Deja Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification regarding prior calculation and design was left blank. Verdict form count 5. Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 5, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, find Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 5, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find that Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification regarding prior calculation and design that was in the alternative was left blank. Jury interrogatory specification 3 to count 5, aggravated murder. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Kyle Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They have circled yes. They have signed it in ink by all 12 jurors, and it is dated the 21st of September 2021. Specification 3 to count 5, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Kyle Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years of age at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification that was indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank. Verdict form count 6, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 6, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 6, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021 in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 6, indicted in the alternative with regards to prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Jury interrogatory. Specification 3 to count 6. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Olivia Huggins was under the age of 13 years of age at the time of the offense? They have circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated September 21st, 2021. Specification 3 to count 6, aggravated murder. The jury further finds that the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Olivia Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification that was indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 7, aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 7, aggravated murder, Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 7, aggravated murder, Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021 in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 7, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Interrogatory. Specification 3 to count 7. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Cameron Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They have circled yes. They have signed it in ink by all 12 jurors and dated it September 21st, 2021. Specification 3 to count 7, aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Cameron Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 7, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 8, aggravated murder, Angela Boggs. We, the jury, do find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 8, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 8, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 8, indicted in the alternative with regards to prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 9, aggravated murder, Dennis Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed in ink on the 21st day of September 2021 by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 9, aggravated murder, Dennis Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 9, aggravated murder of Dennis Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 9, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 10, aggravated murder of Jared Boggs. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 10, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 10, aggravated murder of Jared Boggs. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder, dated the 21st day of September 2021, and signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 10, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 11, aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 11, aggravated murder. Underneath that caption, it read Deja Boggs. They have crossed out Boggs and wrote in Huggins, and it was signed by Ms. Ricala. Sorry, juror number 8. I apologize. The 4-person. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 11, aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank. Jury interrogatory specification 3 to count 11. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Deja Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? Circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated the 21st of September 2021. Specification 3 to count 11. Aggravated murder of Deja Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Deja Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The specification indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, specification 3 to count 11, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 12, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 12, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 12, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 12, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Jury interrogatory, specification 3 to count 12. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Kyle Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, and dated September 21st, 2021. Specification 3 to count 12, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Kyle Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender of the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 12, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 13, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 13, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 13, aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 13, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank. Jury interrogatory, specification 3 to count 13. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Olivia Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated September 21, 2021. Specification 3 to count 13, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Olivia Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 13, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 14, aggravated murder, Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed by all 12 jurors in ink. Specification 1 to count 14, aggravated murder, Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, and in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 14, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 14, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Jury interrogatory, specification 3 to count 14. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Cameron Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated the September 21st, 2021. Specification 3 to count 14, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find Stanley Ford did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Cameron Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 14, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Jury interrogatory, count 15, aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Deja Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated the 21st of September 2021. Verdict form, count 15. Aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. We, the jury, being impaneled and sworn and affirmed to well and truly try and true deliverance make between the state of Ohio and Stanley Ford, do find the defendant guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Signed the 21st day of September 2021 in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 15, aggravated murder of Deja Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 15, aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 15, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Specification 3 to count 15, aggravated murder, Deja Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Deja Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 15 was left blank, and that's regarding the indictment in the alternative. Specification regarding prior calculation and design. Jury interrogatory, count 16, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Kyle Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated September 21st, 2021. Verdict form, count 16, aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 16, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 16, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 16, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank. Specification 3 to count 16, aggravated murder, Kyle Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely caused the death of Kyle Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 16, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank. Count 17, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Olivia Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed in ink by all 12 jurors, dated September 21st, 2021. Verdict form, count 17, aggravated murder, Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 17 aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 17 aggravated murder. Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after, or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 17 indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank. Specification 3 to count 17 aggravated murder. Olivia Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Olivia Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 17 indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank. Jury interrogatory count 18 aggravated murder. Cameron Huggins. Did the state of Ohio prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Cameron Huggins was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense? They circled yes, signed and inked by all 12 jurors, dated the 21st of September 2021. Verdict form count 18 aggravated murder. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 18, aggravated murder. Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 18, we, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021 by all 12 jurors in ink. Specification 2 to count 18 indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Specification 3 to count 18 aggravated murder. Cameron Huggins. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did, while committing the offense of aggravated murder, purposely cause the death of Cameron Huggins, who was under the age of 13 years at the time of the offense, and the defendant was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed and inked by all 12 jurors. Specification 3 to count 18, aggravated murder, indicted in the alternative with prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form, count 19, aggravated arson. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of aggravated arson, a charge in the indictment occurring on the 15th day of May 2017, signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Verdict form count 20, prohibitions concerning companion animal. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford not guilty of the offense of prohibitions concerning companion animal, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 15th day of May 2017, signed in ink on the 21st day of 2021 by all 12 jurors. Verdict form count 21, aggravated murder. Lindell Lewis. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 21, aggravated murder. Lindell Lewis. We, the jury, further find the defendant Stanley Ford did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 21, aggravated murder. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 21, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design, was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 22, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 22, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 22, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 22, the specification indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 23, aggravated murder, Lindell Lewis. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 23, aggravated murder, Lindell Lewis. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons by him. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 23, aggravated murder, Lindell Lewis. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 23, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 24, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016. Dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 1 to count 24, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was engaging in conduct involving the purposeful killing of or attempted killing of 2 or more persons. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 24, aggravated murder, Gloria Hart. We, the jury, further find the defendant, Stanley Ford, did commit the offense of aggravated murder while he was committing, attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit aggravated arson, and was the principal offender in the aggravated murder. Signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Specification 2 to count 24, indicted in the alternative regarding prior calculation and design was left blank by the jury. Verdict form count 25, attempted aggravated murder, Thomas Hughley. We, the jury, find the defendant, Stanley Ford, guilty of the offense of attempted aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Verdict form count 26, attempted aggravated murder, Thomas Hughley. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of attempted aggravated murder, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016, signed the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Verdict form count 27, aggravated arson. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford guilty of the offense of aggravated arson, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 18th day of April 2016, dated the 21st of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Verdict form count 28, arson. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty of the offense of arson, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 23rd day of January 2017, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. The verdict form count 29, aggravated menacing. We, the jury, find the defendant Stanley Ford not guilty of the offense of aggravated menacing, a charge in the indictment occurring on or about the 21st day of January 2017, dated the 21st day of September 2021, signed in ink by all 12 jurors. Gentlemen, do you want to review the verdict forms? All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a break for a second.